coming back here for another reaction. How it's going, y'all. Before we get into it, hit that post notification bell for me to let y'all know when I'm connected with the video. I deeply appreciate it. Today, we got the boy Omeezy. Omeezy, yes sir, yes sir. KaiCenat's ex-girl exposes everything about him. We're gonna watch this very quick and simple. If you guys would like to watch this without my commentary, me pausing, the link to his original video will be in the description down below. So go subscribe to him and check the video out on his side and like his comment on his to spread the love to him and everything like that. But yeah, we're gonna get straight into it, y'all. Here we
go. Before Kai, I was getting I've been told y'all this. Been going on. Why the fuck would I get in a relationship with somebody and then not want the shit that I've been already getting before I was with him? Y'all don't want to know the type of cars I was asking for my sweet 16.
and that's exactly why he broke up with your stupid ass.
I was a 14, 15-year-old driving my parents' luxury cars to school. Y'all don't
Gigi,
why does that matter?
Gigi.
Now,
don't mind this playing in the background. My girl watching TV. So, but we still here. We still locked in. We still locked in. We still locked in. Okay, there we go.
Assistant.
Nah.
Assistant, bring your to the front.
Keep it cute. Keep it cute.
Too many motherfucking times. I hate a bitch that can't keep her nose out of other people's business. That don't know her place. Brianna ain't trash, but that BBL you hiding up under all them fucking clothes. You wide.
Nah. We ain't doing that. If you coming for
Oh, she's speaking spicy. She's speaking spicy.
Let's tussle. Guys, I still got crust in my eyes under the corner of my lip because I had to jump up so fast and get to this camera to record.
She talking reckless.
KaiCenat's ex-girlfriend Gigi coming to the internet seemingly blasting the whole behind the scenes. She went at all the fans who said she was entitled. She tackled the Clover Boys. She tackled Deshae Frost. She went after his assistant Bree, saying that basically she wants him, but it all potentially backfired on her because, the internet works like that. People clap back. And we might have 100% proof about her cheating on him with a known rapper. If you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way.
Go hit subscribe on our video already. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Have heat or exposes a video entitled The Real. KaiCenat's ex-girlfriend Gigi drops everything. She exposes everyone and she goes nuclear bomb on the entire streaming industry.
And I have not watched this yet, chat. Just to let y'all know, I have not watched this video yet. So we're watching this for the first time, me and you.
In this relationship. Now, I know most of y'all aren't going to watch that whole thing. Hell, I might even stream it with you guys later on so we get the full context for those that are curious. But I am here to break down the real about the real with Gigi and Kai.
Wow. Shout out to YouTube for not letting us have to pay for the speed up and speed back thing anymore. Shout out to YouTube for not letting that go from the premium thing. That is amazing.
Now, to start off, Gigi does say that, KaiCenat isn't a bad person. She sets the table for it all. This is not about Kai specifically. She actually, fucks with him. She says she still rocks with the kid. And one of the most important things is she defends this new persona of KaiCenat.
This person that he is now, I know you guys feel like this is something new, this is something out of the ordinary, but when he came back from the Mafia-thon, this is exactly how he was. He wanted to start reading books. He wanted to start getting into clothes. We went to Italy for a little over a month. I was up every day, every night, sitting there with him as he made them, as he designed them clothes, as he came up with this concept, as he was writing that book. He must have ripped the page out because the last page was fully of me. He must have ripped the page out, though.
Yeah, he would do that. Broke up with your dumbass.
Yeah, he broke up with your dumbass. So yeah, obviously.
I love him. And when you love somebody unconditionally, you're gonna love them for them and whatever comes with them. Like, it wasn't about who he wanted to be to me. I just really love him as a person. Like, now I'm about to get sad because this is unfortunate.
Now, I will say one positive that'll definitely get swept under the rug out of this whole situation is that she confirms what a lot of people were saying. By a lot of people, I do mean a quiet minority, but hey, I was a part of it. This isn't some act. This isn't some gimmick. Kai is really changing. But I know that's boring to y'all.
Yeah, he is.
Y'all came here for the juicy. So let's get wet. The whole reason why Gigi is putting out this video is the fact that there's been a bunch of narratives and been a bunch of stories going around without her being involved in the script writing. She wants to be Aesop and she wants to give us her fables. She wants to be Homer. She wants to be the one who is in control of the narrative. That's exactly why she addresses the viral video about of her asking for those Christmas gifts. She wants to frame this breakup as not toxic, but more complicated. She wants to position herself as calm, mature, and truthful. She wants to give you the real and the raw.
Before Kai, I was getting shit. Like, I've been had shit. I've been told y'all this. Shit been going on. Why the fuck would I get in a relationship with somebody and then not want the shit that I've been already getting before I was with him? Y'all don't want to know.
Why would I get someone? Why would I get with someone and not want the shit that I already have been
Type
getting?
of cars I was asking for my sweet 16. Like, I was a 16-year-old driving a Benz. I was a 14, 15-year-old driving my parents' luxury cars to school. Y'all don't know me. Like, if I ask my for some shit, that's between me and my. As soon as we will put y'all in our business a little bit, y'all would take that shit and just run with it. Like, I ain't never had shit before. No, I been having shit. I been getting shit. Like, shit been going on and shit ain't gonna stop going on.
Now, I will say on this specific regard, I am on Team Gigi. Well, that video went viral. A lot of people were making a bunch of assumptions and honestly projecting their thoughts, emotions, and feelings about that situation. And they were expressing a lot of trauma that they had. Now, I can't get into it right now because it honestly might take a whole video or something I'll put in the live stream tonight. Keep those notifications on. But gift giving while being in relationships, quote unquote entitlement, the idea of dating outside of the different socioeconomic statuses that you were brought up in, it's all pretty much a bad idea. I've said it before, but people didn't want to hear me. But hey, it is what it is. Y'all trying to date the daddy's girl who grew up on Chanel bags and riding to school in the G-Wagon. What do you think was gonna happen? You came from a household where you got your brother's hand-me-down Honda Accord. Don't be silly. Now, in the last part of the calmer side of the video, Gigi opens up. She gets real candid about their breakup and how she feels when people paint these narratives about her.
I see people say, oh, he's doing all of this or he's going through this because of the relationship that he was in, and the breakup is causing him to change. And oh my gosh, this is what happens when a girl breaks a man's heart. I'm never the girl to break a man's heart, okay? But when Kai came back from Mafiathon, this is who he chose to be. Before Kai left for Mafiathon, we had an agreement and we had a plan. And unfortunately, when he came back, things changed, plans changed, and I was all for it. I'm all for people wanting to better themselves. I would never take that away from him. Like, when he told me, like, he wants to read, he wants to eat better, he wants to work out, he wants to do certain things, there was never a bone in my body that felt like, oh, hell no, I'm gonna go against him because he's not executing the mission we had. Like, nah, like, I stepped back and I just was there for him while he put his best foot forward. I was in Italy with Kai for over a month. I've done nothing but support him. So the fact that people are like, oh, she changed him into this, she changed. No, this is who Kai truly wants to be. And despite me being hurt and despite like things going on the internet with me, like, I can handle that shit. But when I see people talking bad about him, it just really hurts my heart. Like, that shit is what breaks me. And I know some people gonna be like, girl, you so damn stupid. He's allowing people to say this and that about you online, when it's like, okay, just because a person is allowing things to go on doesn't mean you should change your heart.
Now, I will say the first portions that I'm covering about this whole sit down are actually real, and some of the problems that I have with the whole discourse about relationships online, specifically when celebrities and public figures have their relationships displayed out in public. Now, granted, we have not heard KaiCenat's POV from all of this, but at the end of the day, people just project and they project and they project and they project their thoughts, their feelings, and their emotions about somebody's online endeavors. And they're really personal matters, but they become online because that's just the nature of society today. But what I find so shameful in this is that even though these things are online, I don't feel as though that gives everybody and their mother the warrant to then give the criticisms that they do give. People minimize KaiCenat's change by saying that, oh, it was due to Gigi breaking his heart, and also made Gigi out to be some sort of villain. Now, we'll get to some of that villainous in a second, but ultimately, we didn't know enough, and we were just making accusations after accusations.
Yeah, making assumptions. Yeah, we were. We definitely.
Somebody's
A lot of us were making assumptions about what was going on, so I definitely will say that.
Be in the comment section specifically about this portion of the video and criticize me for even giving some sort of grace here. Ultimately, what I'm saying is it is so weird how people jump into people's relationship matters, their private lives, so quick, fast, and in a hurry because they're ultimately lonely and miserable. Now, from here on out, it gets messy. She first starts off by targeting the Clover Boys, saying that they aren't actual friends, specifically going to the whole gift-giving aspect.
I just bought this AP for his birthday. This ain't buying APs. It's so crazy because I just told somebody the other day, like, yeah, like, I gifted him an AP for his birthday. They like, what? Mind you, I haven't even bought myself AP. I haven't bought myself a watch at all. But me being his girlfriend and the way that he shows up for people and the way that he goes all out for people, and 9 times out of 10, he's not really getting that in return. As his girlfriend, I just felt like it was up to me to show up for him.
She makes these claims that the collective surrounding KaiCenat don't show up for him. She said that he had bought the Clover Boys a house, decked it out, bought them chains, etc., etc. And for his birthday, they seemingly did nothing. Now, the problem that I have with this is that showing up for somebody doesn't always mean something material. Now, I think if she wanted to say something more emotional or, you know, mental or whatever the case may be, she would have stated this. This is her, the real video. But the only way that she proved that the Clover Boys or AMP or whoever else was around KaiCenat wasn't showing up for him is because they didn't buy him material things. And that is where I definitely have to give a knock on Gigi and give credit to those people that say she is a very materialistic person. Especially when we know that different people are in different classes. We know for a fact over the past couple of years that KaiCenat has had a plethora of friends. From the AMP guys to his New York friends that now make up some of the Clover Boys to Aiden Ross, Bruce Drop 'em Off, whoever the case may be. And for what it's worth, I've seen Aiden Ross give KaiCenat watches and other expensive gifts. And we see where their friendship is today. But I do see him rocking with these same guys like the Clover Boys without visibly seeing letting them get watches and other gifts like that. Although I do remember somebody giving Kai an expensive gift, but that's neither here nor there. Ultimately, what I'm saying is the monetary value on the gift that somebody gives you doesn't automatically mean that they show up for you more. I think it's bigger than that, gang. And as somebody who's been there before you, with all due respect, I'm not putting me and you in competition right now. I know that the people around him are actually pretty solid in regards to being his friend. Like, that just seems silly to me, unless you say this with stuff. But in another attempt to knock his friends again, Gigi is alluding to the fact that Deshae Frost and Dez were peeping in like wolves on their relationship. She says that when Gigi and Kai were going through a rough patch, Dez and Deshae tried to get inside her rough patch, if you understand what I'm saying.
Funny. Like, that shit's not funny. I see his friends laughing and thinking shit cute, thinking shit cool. Who the fuck laughs at their friend going through a breakup? Or who the fuck gets excited behind their friend going through a breakup? But then I thought about it. Every friend that fucking laughed or got excited was a that was on my dick. Deshae, why the fuck are you saying anything? I seen the clip where Deshae was like, oh, I was never a fan of Kai and Gigi. Kai needs to da-da-da-da. Of course you weren't a fan of my heart. Because you wanted to be my nigga. Like, you wanted to be my, like, Deshae. Deshae. But let me give y'all a backstory on this Deshae. When me and Kai first got together, Deshae was calling and texting Kai like, oh, that's a little girl, you like her, like nah, bro, I don't think you should fuck with her. But was the main nigga trying to fuck with me? Mind you, me and his sister were best friends from when we were like 13, 14 years old until 21. Deshae had been trying to fuck with me since I was like 13, 14 years old. Hello? I met them.
Guys, I had to pause it just so we're clear. There's a 4-year age difference between Deshae and his sister Brooklyn Frost, which means that there's a 4-year age difference between Deshae and Gigi. So when she was 13, he was 17. This is all alleged and this is what she's claiming. That's crazy.
And Dez, you thought shit was so funny, thought shit was so cool, thought shit was so cute, right? You were so happy that your friend is now not in a relationship. But, Dez, you also were trying to fuck with me. It's so crazy how the niggas that are his friends that got up here laughing, thinking shit cute, thinking shit funny, and spoke on it was the niggas trying to fuck with me.
Hold on. One more time. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit?
What the fuck are you on my page liking my shit for? Well, once I caught you on my page liking my shit the other day, I then went to your page, went to go DM you and tell you about yourself until I came across the DMs you have been sending me.
Hello?
2021, Dez. Hold on. Where's it at?
That's 2021.
What'd it say? Actually, I'm just put it right here. I'm just put it on the screen. DTB Dez.
Dez, what the fuck are you doing, nigga? Well, now, technically, if this was like years ago, this was like way before they ever got together. So, like, baby, I do not need your voice in this video.
What is this? January 16th.
Bumbleclaw.
January 20th. This was 4 days ago. Okay? You are so epic. Heart. I don't know what that emoji's supposed to mean. Y'all know. I don't know. But I know it don't mean nothing just friendly. Heart emoji. You're so perfect. I'm coming. Am I going to be able to see you? This was in 2021. In 2021, Dad, you was trying to get up with me like you been knew what was up with me. I didn't even know none of this shit.
No, it says in 2021. She just said that. So, I mean, I guess if this was way before, if those were from 2021, that was way before they started dating. So, I mean, if I was Kai, I wouldn't care about that. Like, my nigga tried to talk to you 4 or 5 years ago. Okay, a lot of niggas tried to talk to you 4 or 5 years ago. I personally, I wouldn't give a fuck about that. That's some other type
seem like
shit.
super damning allegations, and trust me, I am not the KC3000 and Cloverboy's defender here. On one hand, that liking the photos of your homeboy's ex is crazy. I can't defend that at all. On the other hand,
Facts.
Or hard eye her photos from.
Liking your homeboy's ex pictures is crazy as fuck. That is crazy as fuck. You should not be doing that, gang. You should not be doing that shit at all, gang. You should not be doing that shit at all, gang.
2021, when you and my homeboy started dating in 2024, isn't the most damning evidence out there. Now for the Deshae freaky.
Yeah, I just said that. Like, just because a nigga tried to talk to you in 2021 does not mean shit towards 2024. Like, that was 4 years ago. 3 years ago. Who gives a fuck?
Allegations are true. Allegations all be.
Gives them.
Then hey, my brother, it would line up.
Wait, was that her?
Those allegations are true. Allegations all be it.
Wait! I remember watching this live stream. Wait, what? It's just nigga them all goddamn around. Oh my God. Niggas just acting like niggas. I remember watching this live stream, chat. I did not know that was Gigi this whole time. What? I did not know that was Gigi this whole time at all. Like, I will be for real. I did not know that. Like, that is crazy.
Hey, my brother, it would line up, to be quite honest with you. But number two, and the issue that I have with all of this as a whole, is that this is the reason why I do not get connected to my homeboy significant others in any way, shape, form, or fashion. The only way
Facts.
that brings us in is a ring, and that's probably it. Not even a baby. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to be this connected to any sorts of drama between any of it, all this other stuff like that. If we keep it in 100, I don't even want to know their name if I don't have to. Now, I alluded to us getting confirmation about Gigi and her alleged cheating with NBA YoungBoy, and this is where the shit starts to hit the fan. It becomes abundantly clear watching this entire video that the people around KaiCenat and Gigi apparently weren't meshing. It would seem on surface level that she's alluding to everybody, but her targeting certain people in this collection of friends means that I think that she has like personal beefs with them. There was back and forth, specifically like there were headbutt moments that went on that she's not even telling us. And this is where we run into the issue between her and KaiCenat's assistant Brianna. You know, assistant Bri. Gigi goes scorched.
Hey, all I gotta say is shout out to Bree. I talked to Bree one time. Correct. It was the night that I was living in my old place. I was on Kank's live stream, and I was talking to like Kank and Cam and everybody, and Kookie was also in there. It was the night that Caleb came into the live stream. Caleb was at his crib. We were all on Discord, and he joined in the Discord call because I think Kank was playing that raft game, that on a raft game or whatever the fuck you call it. Bree popped in because she came to Kank's house because she needed help building her PC, and Kank had her PC at his house, and he like just kept fucking with her the whole entire time because when she kept coming over to get the PC, and like she was chill then. Like now obviously that was years ago. That was years ago. So like all this goofy crazy shit, like I don't know. Like I only had one conversation with her. I don't even really talk to Kank like that often. So like I don't really know anything like that when it comes like deeper into AMP and their assistants. So like I don't know any more than what I talked to her 4 years ago.
Earth on Bree, claiming that Bree wants to be with Kai in some sort of capacity, and that Bree can't.
Speak on this too, because women. Your man should never allow somebody to be so comfortable to just insert themselves in your relationship. Anything we go through is between me and him. Why the fuck is your assistant so far in our business? It's not your job. I don't give a fuck how old you are. Oh, that's like my brother. That's not your brother. I don't want to say too much, but Brianna, please stop playing with me. And two, Brianna's good. I don't know if you can't see shit clearly. I don't know how long y'all been together, because I don't get in her personal business the way she gets in mine. But baby boy, if you knew better, you would do better. You want to be with him so bad. One time, me and him got into it, and this is not funny. One time, me and him got into it, and in the heat of the moment, two people be like, you know what, fuck this shit, and then we come right back together. So we get into it one time. She texts him like, we're gonna get through this like we always do. Anybody that really loves you is going to. Let me see if I got the messages. Let me see if I got it. I used to take pictures of shit just in case one day I needed them motherfuckers. Oh my goodness, hold on. Let me check this phone. And yes, I have two phones. Been having two phones. Nothing was in neither one. Damn. I don't think I took a picture of that one, but I got pictures of everything the fuck else. But yeah, she was texting him like, oh, we're gonna get through this like we always do. If somebody loved you, they would da 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 da. I didn't know being an emotional support animal was a goddamn requirement on your job.
Wow.
Do your job. I will give a motherfucker my last dollar. Prove it. That goes for him. That goes for Brianna, fat neck ass. That goes for, I'm sorry, I just don't like that.
Now I am gonna have to insert myself here a little bit, and pretty far.
Okay, no, we get spicy in here now, chat. No, now we potted. Okay, okay, all right. This is crazy because I want to hear if Kate got anything to say about this. I low-key, if Kate go live tonight, I might check it out and I might ask him about it. But if he low-key got anything to say about oh my God. All right. Let me hear what Omar got to say.
I think what a lot of people don't understand in this content creation sphere is that a lot of times the quote unquote professional job that these people have is more than that. I think now we may be in the era of, people finding assistants or a cameraman or whatever through, more professional pages like LinkedIn or Indeed or whatever the case may be. But Brianna comes from a different era. You got to think about it. At the very beginnings when people were doing content creation, it was mostly friends and family members who were the people that were inside on the ground helping their favorite creator get boosted to another level. Agent Double Zero was working working with and still works with his cousin Waleed, who is his blood
Yeah,
cousin. Fam has
facts,
featured
yeah.
his cousins in his videos
Shout out Waleed.
dozens of times. Duke does stuff with his brothers all the time. DDG
Facts.
is doing stuff with his
Facts.
brother all the time, and these are the people that help them come along the way. Hell, even my relationship with AMP is through my brother, Legend of Winning, who was roommates and best friends.
Shout out
with
Low.
Leo. The connection
Shout out
is
Low.
closer than some surface level. I filled out a job application, submitted it, and then now I'm working here. So with that being said, gang, it's not crazy to believe that she would have a deeper connection than some sort of assistant. And hell, even if you were an assistant who signed some sort of document because you filled it out.
I mean, okay, now that is true. When it comes for the relationship that Bree has, and I would say with everybody in AMP, because at the end of the day, she's AMP's assistant. She's not just Kai's assistant. She's Agents, Kai's, Phantoms, Dukes, Davis's, Chris. She helps everybody in AMP, not just him. So when it comes to that, Omar is right when it comes to like her coming from a different era of being hired in to being their assistant. I swear AMP was made like 6 years ago. I say like 5 to 6 years ago. That's when AMP was made. I'm pretty sure Bree has been always has been cool with Phantom. I think they know each other through like a family friend or like through Phantom's cousins or whatever like that. And she has known Phantom since Agent and Phantom made AMP a long ass time ago. And since they have ever needed an assistant, Bree has been their assistant since the start. So it's like what Omar is saying is correct. When it comes to like even though me being Hero DW's cameraman, like I messaged him on Instagram. So like that relationship is completely different. Like he didn't find me on LinkedIn. I wasn't on Fiverr or nothing like that. Like I was on one of those websites where you normally would find an assistant. You normally find a cameraman or an editor or stuff like that. Me and his relationship is basically through word of mouth. I just messaged him, and he said yes, and we met up, and that's how it jotted out. Like when it comes to Bree has been in this shit for the long haul. So when it comes to her saying those kind of things, being like, "We're gonna get through this. The real friends you have are gonna make sure you get through this." That makes sense. If Hero was going through, if Hero was going through what he went through with his baby mama now, other than going through it like 7 years ago, I would have been saying the same thing. Like, hey, bro, I understand what you're going through is hard. We're going to get through it. This is just a time to lock in and grind. Like I'd be saying the same thing. So that her saying that kind of shit to Kai isn't that crazy.
Indeed or whatever. After spending X amount of years with somebody for damn near every single day of every single year for the past X years, yeah, you're going to form some sort of close bond with them. Especially because sometimes these guys get into some trouble and they
I'm about to say, Bree has been this nigga's assistant for almost 10 years. So yeah, like Omar right on that.
And, the only people there during these times are the people behind the scenes. In Bree's eyes, what makes you different than the next bitch or the next bitch?
Thank you.
You done seen 7 of them coming.
Facts.
Whether we're talking about cameramen, whether we're talking about editors, whether we're talking about women in his life. Until proven otherwise, you just wanted him. And hell, you didn't prove otherwise. So for what it's worth, Gigi,
and thank you. You did not.
That's life for an extended period of time. Bree is gonna rank higher than you, gang. I know that there's different relationships that should cause different boundaries. Make it to 2 years, dummy. At this point, this video has gone from like,
yeah, bro. I'm sorry if y'all have only been in a relationship for 2 months. And a person that has been by this nigga's side for the past 7 to 8 years is telling him that, bro, she really ain't the one, bro. You probably should go to somebody else. That's not crazy. That's not at all crazy. You've only been in this nigga's life for 2 months. Like you've been a 2-month girlfriend. That's like, yeah, bro. Like, sorry, not sorry. You didn't stand the test of time, my girl.
The situation to more personal attacks. She's coming for people's necks, and now she gets to the moment that we've all been waiting for: her address on the whole cheating scandal and fiasco with NBA YoungBoy.
Y'all came out and said that I done cheated on him with NBA YoungBoy. I done cheated on him with YoungBoy. Then it went to YoungBoy bought the G-Wagon. Then it went to she's pregnant with his baby. So many different things, but I don't even fucking know this man. I don't know YoungBoy. First of all, y'all even putting me in a situation with a married man is so fucking disrespectful. Like, I don't know what YoungBoy and his wife or what YoungBoy and his family do or how they move, but I know how Gabrielle fucking move. Gabrielle ain't dealing with no wife. Mind you, I've always said I'm not ready for kids and I'm not dealing with no kids. I'm sorry. Like, my first has to be your first. Why the fuck would I step out on my boyfriend who don't have half the shit going on? No disrespect to him or his family, but that this man got going on. Why the fuck would I go mess with a man who has what? I don't know, 20 kids, 15 baby mamas, and a wife. First of all, Kai knows I don't play that cheating shit. I'm the type I'm going through everything that you got. I done seen so many people say, oh my gosh, what was in Gigi's phone that Kai seen? Not a motherfucking thing. My phone damn near ain't even had no password on it. The way that I knew my password, like I told this, if you believe any of that bullshit, you could take my phone to the fucking DEA, had them strip this motherfucker down. Matter of fact, take both of them. Take all of them. You want every other phone that I've had previously? I'll go look for them.
Now, this is interesting. Not only did she discount every claim that she was cheating with NBA YoungBoy, she discounts every claim that she is with cheating at all. She's not with that cheating shit. She hates it. She even goes on to make a claim that at some point KaiCenat was shown ChatGPT messages between her and NBA YoungBoy as a way to, you know, dissolve their relationship.
I've been here for 2 days. Now today makes 2, and you only came by to see me once with quote unquote. And he said, sound familiar? I said, no. Did you just fucking chat GPT me? He claims he copied and pasted.
Did you just chat GPT me? Hey, that has to be the golden phrase of 2026. Did you just chat GPT me, nigga? Like that, that might have to go down in the history books. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, man.
The message from the messages, but he can't show me the proof that he has because it's gonna give away his source. And like I told him, if you feel as though your source then told you some truth, why would I care who your source is? Your source is fucking lying.
There's 2 problems with Gigi's story here. 1, she basically has no proof. It's just her word of mouth. And 2, at the end of her monologue saying that she would give $1 to anybody who had any proof, she tried to Bree. She said, hey, if you can prove it, I'll pay you, and called her a fat-headed bitch. Well, Bree is up late at night, gang, and she's got the proof right there with her. You see that? You know it's coming. You know it's tea when you see them 2 fingers touching. Bree says, I started working with Kai when he was 19 with no management. Of course, I treat him like my younger brother. It has become a part of my job to protect him from lying manipulators like this, whether it's business or personal. I don't care who has a problem with that. I sent him a supportive message after he found out you were talking to another boy on a Finsta and FaceTiming behind his back for months. And then you try to rehearse a story with him to tell Kai. If you're going to tell it, tell the whole story. There is a lot.
Oh, Bree clocking. Hold on, what Bree say? Bree clocking, chat. Bree clocking, chat. Bree clocking, chat. Hold on, I started working with Kai when he was 19 with no management. Of course, I treat him like my younger brother. It has became a part of my job to protect him from lying manipulators like this, whether it's business or personal. I don't care who has a problem with that. I sent him a supportive message after he found out you were talking to another boy on a Finsta and FaceTiming behind his back for months. And then you tried to rehearse a story with him to tell Kai. If you're gonna tell it, tell the whole story. There is a lot more outside of this that's not being said. I don't know how y'all are with your family or close friends when it comes to how people treat them, but we don't tolerate that over here. Should have just let things blow over, but oh well. What's your story? Tell me your story.
Back for months. And then you try to rehearse a story with him to tell Kai. If you're going to tell it, tell the whole story. There is a lot more outside of this that's not being said. I don't know how y'all are with your family or close friends when it comes to how people treat them, but we don't tolerate that over here. Should have just let things blow over. But
hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles, man. That's all I got to say, chat.
Of the alleged conversation between...
There's a record. Oh my God, there's a recording too. Oh geez, let's hear it, chat.
Gigi and this other young man.
Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. Damn, we got video call evidence? What the fuck? Oh my God. And this is definitely true because as I tried doing it with Gabe, you can't voice record on iPhones with calls and have the audio in it because I already tried to with Gabe to catch him in something and it didn't work. So this is real evidence. That's crazy.
Bro, the story is, I haven't called, you was on the phone, you asked me if she had... I called, don't ask, because you fuck it up. You fuck it up. I called, he seen my name in your phone, so I called. You had told me to ask him about your name, he asked me to call. What if he got, you know, in my call, like, no, like, they don't show, he said 3-way regular call, because I got a FaceTime slot. No, like, if I ask him to call, he don't say, you don't say, like, you know, you have to start the call on 3-way for it to say. Like, if I ask you, it'll just say me, like, I called him. Did you say how much what? That's what shit, I bet.
Bree then proceeds to drop the screenshots of the alleged ChatGPT conversation straight from the DMs. It does indeed...
Hold on.
Proceeds to drop the screenshot.
I just can't do this anymore. You don't care about me. I tell you how I feel all the time. You just look over it. Coming to Vegas, seeing you only for a day, then you have your security telling me that I couldn't leave it. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I made up a whole lie to Kai just to be here with you. Okay, you come to see me. Only stayed about 30 minutes. I asked you to stay the night with me. You never even said you would just give me a kiss on the forehead and leave. Control, we just don't need to talk. My feelings for you will never go away as long as I keep dealing with you. Then you're just playing in my face. I've been here for 2 days. Now, today makes two. You only came by to see me once, but you've been out since 4 this morning. Damn.
Of the alleged chat GPT conversation straight from the DMs. It does indeed read the copy and paste version of what she read, but it's there in, screenshot format from the DMs. I don't know what she thought was gonna happen. She knew it existed. This was all stupid of her. Look, all I'm gonna say about this is the proof is in the pudding, gang. There's no defense for this that I think will suffice, even though Gigi does try to bring some sort of copium to the situation. But for what it's worth, her efforts are futile. We'll get into those in a second. At the end of the day, I find that it is weird that Gigi was trying to go after Bree. Look, I'm trying to tell you, gang, because I was there. The only people that were there.
She's only going after Bree because Bree is the only one that's fucking defending Kai in this shit.
Rocking when Bree came along was a cameraman, and this was cameraman Chris, KaiCenat, and if I'm not mistaken, that was about it for his channel. He was still editing at that point in time, making his own thumbnails, all of that stuff. So of course,
wait, what?
If I'm there rocking when Bree came along was a cameraman. Worth, her efforts are futile. We'll get into those in a second. At the end of the day, I find that it is weird that Gigi was trying to go after Bree. Look, I'm trying to tell you, gang, because I was there. The only people that were there rocking when Bree came along was a cameraman, and this was cameraman Chris, KaiCenat, and if I'm not mistaken, that was about it for his channel. He was still editing at that point in time.
Yeah, it was
thumbnails, all of
yeah, Chris was the only. It was just Chris and Kai when it came to him working on his YouTube channel. He was editing every video, every thumbnail, putting together every clip. He was like, if you guys want to know why Kai is where he is at right now, is because that boy has been doing the utmost work to get his shit where it needs to be. That's just straight fact. That's just straight fact. Man, like that boy literally has went live multiple times back in the day, like explaining the editing process of what he goes through for all his vlogs and all his videos, the grind that he has to do every night when it comes to him streaming, and then having to edit clips after he gets off a stream, then repost them. Like there was a one time when he was still a part of AMP where he didn't have a team. It was just him and Chris. Chris was just his cameraman. That was it. He wasn't even editing anything. Kai was doing all the editing. So I'm like, yeah, bro, like Bree has been here for a minute. So
so of course it would make sense that she develops a bond, being more on the supportive side, greater than just being his assistant. You dummy, she's been there through it all. This is before the security. This is before any sort of management team. This was a hey, can somebody do this for me? And then she drove.
Bree been here for a minute.
I'm not gonna rehash the story, but I don't know why you didn't think at least somebody would have his back in the
She a day one, low key. She
low
key a day one. Shit.
And ultimately, her clapback attempt is throwing KaiCenat underneath the bus. She proceeds to claim that KaiCenat.
Oh man, I don't want to do this, but y'all know how it be when you get in a situation and your nigga don't want you communicating with your guy friends you had around before him. I respect it. I've admitted since day one I crossed that boundary by answering for him. I also took accountability and immediately apologized. I'm not afraid to speak my wrongs. The conversation was never disrespectful. It's also no excuse. But Miss Thick Neck, since we going through why you still not telling the full story, tell me how you got caught having a bitch in his crib at 5 a.m. and my ass just accepted to call it what? Tell me how he got caught having a bitch in his crib at 5 a.m. and my ass just accepted it to call it even. I am the one really hurt in this Hold on. I'm okay. So you cheated first. He cheated back, which I would never understand. I never understand that logic with anybody. He cheats back. You call it even, and then this is that. Hey, when they get to the whole back and forth cheating thing, I check out. it's just like, gang, if it was gonna end up coming to that, y'all should have never been together in the first place. If it was gonna end up going back and forth with the whole we accept cheating thing, then like y'all should never got together in the first place. Like because this just shows that she admitted to talking to that nigga. She was admitting to talking to that nigga and wanting to meet up with him while they were in Vegas and shit like that. So that just proves that. But I guess it also proves that Kai did the same thing. But like, the retaliation cheating. They're both looked down upon because it's cheating no matter what. So they're both in the wrong for that. No matter how you spin it, no matter how you shape it, no matter how you do anything, they are both in the wrong for going outside of their relationships. No matter what. Doesn't matter. So on that side, they're both wrong. But like, do we feel any bad for the person who retaliation cheated? They were the ones cheated on first. Now. Does not make that any better. That does not make that a right. You cheating in retaliation to someone cheating on you is two wrongs don't make a right. Two wrongs don't make a right. We learned that from our parents. Shit, we learned that in Reading Rainbow, nigga. Two wrongs don't make it right. So at that point, again, at the end of the day, they are both still in the wrong. Doesn't matter who retaliation cheats, doesn't matter. But do we feel somewhat sorrier for the one who has done the retaliation cheat? That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta. You know what? I'm gonna put that as a question in the comments down below. Do we feel any bad for the person who retaliation cheats?
Was caught with a young woman in his house at 5 a.m. by Gigi herself. And then gives another vague threat about, not proceeding, otherwise she'll get her feelings hurt. Speaking to Bree in this regard. I thought you didn't do cheating. Ugh. Ooh, look what that money will make.
That is true. She did say in the video she don't do that cheating shit, and then you got caught cheating. So that... Still don't make it right. Still don't make it right. Still don't make it right. Still don't make it right.
This is where the story flips.
Still don't make it right.
The only thing I can do is get my popcorn out because it only seems like it'll get messier from here. You can't reframe or soften any proof. You can't explain it away. It just doesn't work like that. And at the end of the day, I think that this is just proving a point that, online relationships aren't just about two people, right? They're about everybody that's involved. The friends, their teams, their audiences, and it can get real messy real fast. And it can be unforgiving, especially if there's a party that's not talking.
I'm not watching that. I'm not watching this. That's a 2 hour. That's a 2 hour live stream. That's a 2 hour live stream, and I don't think he gets.
When I tell you I've never seen a fall from grace,
I don't think he gets to the point until later on in the video. So I'm not even gonna do that. But yeah, man. Like now, okay. Let me just give off how I feel about this. Right. I'll give off my little 2 cents. Well, I've been doing this whole video, so I guess it don't matter. One thing I gotta say, I will clear this thing up. Bree is in no wrong. I will clear that up right here, right now. Bree is in no wrong. Bree is in no wrong for calling someone out on bullshit, and they were actually on the bullshit. She is in no wrong for that. That's what this person is supposed to do. That's what a friend is supposed to do. If I saw somebody cheating on my homie, I would tell my homie that they're getting cheated on. Duh. That's just what you should do to your friend if they're your friend. Now, would I tell that friend to retaliation cheat on their partner? No. People feel like people retaliation cheat because they're just too scared to lose the other person. In some forms of it. Obviously, there's different reasons for that to be going on. But I feel like that's one of the main reasons. One of the main reasons is that you still, like, I feel like there's like 2 main reasons. Like the first 2 is that we've been in this relationship so long, and like it ending because of this is just so detrimental to one of us. So like that's one of them. Or it's like they don't want to lose the person for some odd reason. Some odd reason they do not want to lose this person, so they will go through stepping out of the relationship unless the person doesn't find out and just letting it be at that. Because a lot of people live in the whole don't ask, don't tell, and whatever they know won't hurt them. So like a lot of people live in that state of mind. So like if you are a cheater, you probably do live in that state of mind, period. So like when it came to Gigi, she probably thought Kai was gonna find out, and again, what he ain't gonna know won't hurt him. So when it comes to that, it's just a slippery slope, I guess. But to say that now that we cannot say that Kai and Gigi are both not cheaters. They both are. I will downfall Kai in the situation, saying you are a cheater, my nigga. You took the knowledge that your girl was cheating on you, and you did the same thing back to her. That doesn't make it okay. That doesn't make it okay. The second you would have found that, the second that you found out that information, you should have ended the relationship. Just called it quits. Then at that point, the relationship's done. You guys aren't in a committed relationship no more. You can do whatever the fuck you want. There's no boundary there that's supposed to be held with respect. That obviously isn't held no more. It wasn't held on the first person side regardless, but still, you don't then throw that away on your side just to get back at somebody. To me, that's just a waste of time. That's just leads to more heartbreak, more detriment, both of our mental states, and just more bullshit at the end of the day and more drama. But yeah, I love y'all, man. Just let me know what, again, question down in the comments below. Do we feel bad for the person that retaliation cheats off of getting cheated on? If not, then I don't give a fuck. And then it's just two people cheating on each other and we don't give a fuck.
Grace like this, it's actually quite amazing.
If we do feel bad, then that's a talking point that we can have down in the comments. But yeah, I love y'all so much. Deuces, peace out in the comments. Peace out, everybody in the comments. And I love y'all. And I will see y'all in the next one. Deuces, peace out.
No struggle, no game. I've been through everything. What is pain? They don't know me and little bro's raised.